Okay, I have a theory, and you might want to sit down for this one. So, to give some context before I get into this theory, we need to understand that time cannot be created or destroyed, only transformed. So the theory that I have is actually two theories combined. So my friend has a theory, it's called the box theory. I have a theory called the bookshelf theory. So we can combine this theory and call it the box bookshelf theory. And now you're probably wondering, well, what does this have to do with the signs of the universe and everything? So it's going to correlate into the signs that you see in a second when I explain it. So the box theory is that time exists in a box, and past, present, and future are all simultaneously occurring, and it's just a matter of where are you at in that timeline. That's why we say when we feel a strong desire for something or a strong pull towards something, that it's already us in the present pulling us towards that, because it already exists in our reality, and it's just a matter of us aligning to get there and catching up with the time lapse, right? So keep that in the back of your mind, that time is all simultaneously existing, and energy, which humans are energy, we are created on energy, our world is energy, can't be created or destroyed, only transformed. Now, my bookshelf theory actually stems from the movie Interstellar. So I hope you've seen it, and if you have, then you probably know about the scene where Cooper is in this like alternate reality thing, this like weird prismatic like bookshelf thing. That's why I called it the bookshelf theory. And Murph is in their house. Now Murph aged, I don't know, maybe she was 35 or something. And he stayed the same age because he was, traveling through space, and time moves a lot slower compared to Earth where it moved exponentially faster. So, or was it reversed? Time moved faster. Yes, time moved faster in space. So when Cooper was traveling through space, it was moving way faster than on Earth. So lots of years went by on Earth. Meanwhile, not much time went by when Cooper was traveling through space. So he stayed the same age, but Murph aged. So Murph is in her bedroom by her bookshelf, and Cooper is in this alternate reality, and he can actually see Murph. He is in the bookshelf too, but in this like weird prismatic like thing where there's like multiple bookshelves and whatnot, and he can see her in the reality. She is light years ahead of him. So she's like looking at the bookshelf, she's trying to figure out the formula for gravity, and she is seeing the books move, and it's because Cooper is pressing on the book from an alternate reality, and she's like trying to figure it out, and as he's pressing on the books, it's creating these patterns in the sand, in the dust, and she realizes that the pattern in the dust is actually Morse code, and it's because Cooper already figured out what the formula for gravity was, and now he's sharing it with her through Morse code. And then it clicks on her mind like, oh my God, this is Morse code, and she recognizes that, wait, he's somehow talking to her. So then she realizes that the formula for gravity is in this Morse code in the dirt. And she then, takes it, solves the formula for gravity on Earth. Meanwhile, he still hasn't aged, right? Like he's still like in space, like time is like super slow there. So where this comes into play with the signs. So we all talk about, or I talk about a lot, or maybe you even see them, angel numbers, right? You see the repeating numbers like 111, 222, all of that. And then we can also get into numbers like 321 and 4646. That's just one that came to my mind, but I see 321 a lot. Actually, that one's very relevant to my life. And so the crazy part about that is like, yes, the angel numbers are possibly from angels, but these other number combinations is interesting because those, we consider them angel numbers, but they're, because they have meaning. But I would almost say that if this theory, the box theory where time is all occurring at the same time, is true, and we exist in the future, and our future selves is trying to get us to meet so that we can basically collide and be, our future self, that I would almost say that these numbers are our Morse code. Like, just like in Interstellar, how Cooper is communicating with Murph in the future, meanwhile Cooper's in the past, but yet he's communicating with her still. So my theory is that us in the future, these number sequences that we see is actually us guiding us to where we're supposed to go. And I would say symbols and stuff probably are definitely our angels and God and stuff. But I would also say that my life personally has been a series of foreshadowing. I was always obsessed with acorns as a child. Now I own a digital marketing company where an acorn is my logo, Savvy Squirrel Social. I always had a thing for space when I was younger. I don't know why. I had a collection of moon men sculptures when I was in high school. I end up living in a place called Jupiter and now the space coast of Florida. I don't know how, but for whatever reason, it was almost as if that was foreshadowing. That was my future self sending me messages, sending me signs like, hey, bestie, this is what's happening and this is how I've been guided on my life. So next time you see number sequences, think of it as your future self is sending you signs and numbers telling you what you need to do to get to where they are in the future, because your future self is already living what you want to be living. And stick around for more, because I'm building an app called Wings that's coming out in the spring that helps you track your signs and receive customized, personalized guidance based on the signs you're seeing. So you definitely want to stick around for updates on that. And you can also check out the waitlist is now open at wingsapp.info. Stay tuned for more.